students for a video presentation.
An employee's journey starts the moment someone considers whether a career with the NYPD can serve their personal and professional goals. We have two programs, the Path to Mentorship Program and the Women's Institute, which supports our employees' journey for providing opportunities to enhance their skills, gain exposure, and take advantage of the vast opportunities the NYPD has to offer. The Women's Institute is a dynamic program dedicated to empowering, inspiring, and supporting the women of the NYPD, with the goal of increasing representation in leadership positions across the department. This series of events, the women attend workshops, they foster personal relationships, they experience professional growth, and they build a strong network of empowered women. We also have our Path to Mentorship program that focuses on underrepresented communities and groups in the NYPD, which is a resource that aims to foster, build, and shape employees as they strive for professional success. This program allows for seasoned mentors and early career mentees to see the world through the eyes of each other and break those barriers by building one connection to the next. Both programs are transformative tools, and together they are shaping the future of NYPD.
The best program that has come out of the NYPD in almost 4 decades.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of our nation's colors and the singing of our national anthem by one of our graduates today, Police Officer Heather Austin.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Officer Austin. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the invocation by Police Department Chaplain, Reverend Dr. Barbara Williams Harris.
Father, we just thank you that we are here to celebrate, to recognize. Thank you for the blessing of being here in this place today. Thank you for every family member that has come to encourage, to recognize the hard work of their loved ones. Thank you for everyone that helped to bring this program together, all of those behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. And we ask you to bless this day as we celebrate this completion of mentoring women, women being mentored, women learning, women growing, women networking together. Thank you for the blessing of this time. In your name we pray, amen.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. I would now like to take a moment to introduce the members seated on our dais. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Starting on my right, row 1, the Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau, Queens North, Assistant Chief Christine Bessiedenbeck, Chief of Special Operations, Wilson Arambeles, Chief of Housing, Martine Matarasso, Chief of Internal Affairs, Miguel Iglesias, Chief of Professional Standards, Matthew Pontillo, Deputy Commissioner, Equity and Inclusion, Wendy Garcia, Deputy Commissioner, Strategic Initiatives, Robert Barros, Assistant Commissioner, Management and Budget, Seth Severino, and Executive Director, Health and Wellness Section, Dr. Adria Adams, Department Advocates Office, Director Catherine Falasca. Seated on our second row, Information Technology Bureau, we have Captain Patrick Malarkey. From the Legal Bureau, Inspector Hugh Bogle. From the Intelligence and Counterterrorism Bureau, Inspector Jason Herda. From the Transit Bureau, Inspector Raymond Porteous. The Executive Officer, Community Affairs Bureau, Inspector Victoria Perry. First Deputy Commissioner's Office, Deputy Chief Stephen Capasso.
Good morning.
And our Police Department Chaplain, Reverend Dr. Barbara Williams Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our dais, and we thank them for being here with us today. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Deputy Commissioner of Equity and Inclusion, Wendy Garcia.
Good morning. Good morning. All right, today's the day. The day has come. Before I begin, I just want to thank all the executives here today who are dedicated their time, their resources, their expertise to the members of both the Women's Institute and the Path to Mentorship Program. Please give them a round of applause. To the OEI staff, especially, please stand, Justine, our fierce leader, Justine Phillips. Thank you. Thank you for your passion, for your commitment to this program, for making sure that all the details are perfect. And I also want to highlight a new member of the equity team, our Assistant Commissioner, Miguelina Zorrillo Aristi. Miguelina, please stand up. She will be working closely with Justine to take these programs to the next level. And to the families, thank you. We know that without your support, none of this will be possible. And to my very, very favorite members of service, but don't tell anyone, congratulations to all of you, Path to Mentorship and Women's Institute. I am so proud of you. I am proud that 9 months ago you made a decision to invest in your leadership. I am proud that you, each and every one of you, said yes to you. Because investing in you is the biggest gift you can give your family and this department. Because we know that when you made the decision to join this program, you would have an over 65% chance competitive edge on your counterparts. You will have a better chance at increased job satisfaction, improved career advancement, increased networking opportunities, and it helps reduce turnover, which means you become NYPD, you stay NYPD. This matters because when women are promoted and people of color are offered opportunities and the LGBTQIA+ community feels safe, we can fully say with full pride that we are in fact the finest. To the Women's Institute, you did it, and you did a lot in the last 9 months. You attended, yes, I heard a lot of yes. In 9 months, you attended 12 open houses. It was 9 months. You did 12 open houses where you heard from women in counterterrorism and special operations and even the police commissioner's office. And special shout out to Rambo, to Chief Arambeles, who's here with us today. Thank you so much for all your work. You received 5 workshops where you heard from the chief of the MTA, our very own Chief Obey, and Commissioner White. Thank you, Employee Relations. We have them here as well represented today. And OPD. And you got your resumes done. And if that wasn't enough, there were 22 of you who participated in a job shadowing days in the detective unit, in Mountain, there goes Rambo again, and Harbor. To the mentorship program. In 9 months, you were able to experience 20 new opportunities with your mentor. You both got a better understanding of working at the police academy. Some of you got one-on-one time with our very own Chief Madry, and you experienced firsthand the ins and outs of CompStat. We all love CompStat. And some of you even ran a marathon together and gave away toys together. So you were, in fact, seeing the world through each other's eyes. But after all of this, the real question is, did this work? What do you think? Let's see. Did the program work for you? Officer Vitullo said, "The Women's Institute opened up doors for me to explore different units that I have always considered joining. After attending the SOD shadowing, I finally decided to apply for the mounted unit." Congratulations, Officer Vitullo. It looks like it worked. No pressure, Rambo. Officer Lala said, "I was apprehensive about applying to another unit. It was outside of my comfort zone, but after speaking to Detective Sui, I went on the interview and was selected to be the part of the youth response team. Congratulations to you. It also looked like it worked." And a big shout out to mentor Olga Boutros, who relentlessly made sure that Senior PAA Quincy Luckett attained a certification, now making him qualified to be a computer software specialist for the department. Olga, please stand. Congratulations to all of you. These testimonies are clear examples that together and only together, we can break barriers, shatter glass ceilings, and create a future where everyone can fulfill the potential and make lasting impact in this department. I am so proud of all of you. I am so proud of the future of NYPD. This is our time to build a new narrative. And for those of you who have interviews later today, I know some of you do. None of them work for you guys, so don't worry about it. And for those of you who have special moments that are coming up, good luck. I wish you the best. I know that NYPD's future is going to be in good hands because you will be the leaders on this dais moving forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and congratulations to you.
Thank you, Commissioner Garcia. As a result of their successful completion of the Women's Institute program, the following members are graduating here today. As your name is announced, please approach the lectern to receive your certificate of graduation. Senior Police Administrative Aide Assumpta Albertini. Associate Traffic Enforcement Agent Edwina Bibbins. Supervisory School Security Persuasion Branch. Bookkeeper Level 3 Tracy Brown. Principal Administrative Associate Maria Calazans. Community Assistant Carmen Colon. City Custodial Assistant Cyrita Cotton. Agency Attorney Jacqueline Tarneski. Media Service Technician Sierra Evans. Supervising Police Communication Technician Karen Fentress. School Safety Agent Azande Foster. Administrative Staff Analyst Catherine Guarino. Senior Police Administrative Aide Flavilar Harris. Senior Police Administrative Aide Pearl Harris. Senior Police Administrative Aide Jacqueline Lee. Civilian Investigator Taisha Quenu. Personnel Administrative Manager Sharon Chavez. City Research Scientist Wendy Ramratin. Community Assistant Adele Riley. Computer Specialist Software Sally Rosenberg. City Research Scientist Level 2 Diana Simon. Senior Police Administrative Aide Milka Sosa Walla. Police Administrative Aide Annette Sumter. School Safety Agent Kimberly Westry. Personnel Administrative Manager Shawan Williams. Administrative Staff Analyst Latanya Winchester. Police Officer Heather Austin. Police Officer Tiffany Austin. Detective Shaniqua Clark. Police Officer Kimberly Cyrus. Detective Natasha De Leon. Police Officer Crystal Desiano. Detective Lizette Feliciano Tenko. Police Officer Maria Galante. Police Officer Jamila Hall. Police Officer Jasmine Jimenez. Detective Sabrina Kennedy. Police Officer Alyssa Lang. Police Officer Dominique Pedinato. Police Officer Jessica Quiros. Police Officer Patriqua Reed. Detective Felicia Richards. Police Officer Nydia Rodriguez. Police Officer Nicole Sabodacha. Detective Angela Sanacor. Police Officer April Sanchez. Police Officer Stephanie Sanchez. Detective Jamie Shopman. Police Officer Kiara Toll. Police Officer Lucia Vaitulo. Sergeant Erica Bukowicki. Sergeant Julissa Camacho. Sergeant Shoban Murphy. Sergeant Shanna Somaru. Sergeant Patricia Saku. Lieutenant Kimberly Augustine. Lieutenant Jessica Gavars. Lieutenant Lorraine Perez. Captain Jessica Rivera. Captain Philistine Schroer. Senior Director Nancy Wong. Deputy Director Millicent Wade. And Sergeant Renee Bedixis. Ladies and gentlemen, our Women's Institute Valedictorian, Sergeant Renee Bedixis.
Good morning, everyone. Wow, what an incredible feeling to be in front of such an amazing group of inspiring women. I am Sergeant Renee Vidixis from the Intel and Counterterrorism Bureau, and I am so honored to have been chosen by my peers as the Valedictorian of the 2023 Women's Institute. Thank you, family, friends, and colleagues for being here today. First and foremost, I would like to start by thanking Deputy Commissioner Wendy Garcia, Justine Billups, Detective Crystal Pineda, and Dawn from the Office of Equity and Inclusion, the masterminds who put this program all together. I do not know if these women truly understood the impact that this institute would impose on so many and how much the empowering women in this room today would have accomplished in such a short period of time. You see, it was just 9 months ago in this exact auditorium, 100 hand-selected women filled these seats in attendance, ready for the initial kickoff of the newly created Women's Institute. After networking and introducing ourselves to one another on day one, a few speakers greeted us from the podium, women and men of various ranks who knew the importance and potential of this program. Each speaker reiterated that we would be stepping out of our comfort zones, addressing uncomfortable ideas, but that we would be a part in making history and, more importantly, making change. As the time went on that day, we learned that all participants were going to be split into various groups. Each team would be responsible to create a policy brief that would provide a recommendation to a woman or gender issue in the New York City Police Department. This ultimately led us to a roundtable discussion months later, with many NYPD executives and external stakeholders present. This influential meeting allowed us to express our concerns and make policy recommendations we felt that were extremely necessary for both civilian members and uniformed members alike. My team and I could not believe it. Was this really happening? Was our hard work being recognized, and was our policy and issue actually going to be addressed? Yes. The answer was finally yes. Team number 5 created change that day. Every team with a different proposal and recommendation made change that day. And we rejoiced with hugs and high fives knowing we had made a difference. To my team number 5, Captain Rivera, Nydia, Patricia, Wendy, Jamie, Felicia, Stephanie, and Jess, thank you for getting through this journey with me and for being as passionate as I have been to make change where we saw necessary. We did it, girls. Throughout history and even today, women have faced significant challenges and obstacles to equality and empowerment. Sometimes we feel our potential is limited and we have been told that we're not capable of achieving certain things, but we know this is not true. There are approximately 6,800 female uniformed members of the service in the New York City Police Department. And recently, the NYPD has signed a 30 by 30 pledge, hoping to increase representation of women even more to 30% by the year 2030. This is such a crucial time in policing, and women account for just 20% of the over 30,000 uniformed member force. With the push for an increase in women, how do we do better? This right here is how we start. The Women's Institute has allowed us the opportunity to see various open houses and create career aspirations just by exploring different avenues a woman could follow and eventually call home. Throughout our journey, we have visited many units highlighting women within the NYPD. At the Special Operations Division, we teamed up with the Aviation Unit, where a female pilot assisted in an air-sea rescue demo. We met various female canine handlers who handle the day-to-day search warrants, counterterrorism vapor wake detection dogs, ESU search and rescue and explosive trace canines, the only female scuba diver who works in our harbor unit, the mounted unit with many females patrolling with horses, females from the emergency service unit. Goodness, I can keep going with the extraordinary titles and skills female officers in this department possess and what we were able to observe firsthand. There are certainly a variety of factors that women in policing find important to advance in their careers. The ability to achieve a work and life balance and having a supportive agency culture and having others lift you up to guide you. Throughout my career, I have seen firsthand the challenges that women face in law enforcement and this department. But what has always impressed me is the incredible strength and resilience that women possess and the impact that we can make when we work together and support each other. You have all restored my faith and confidence that there are women in this department that want to support one another and for that, I thank each and every one of you. So, the reason this institute has been so important to me is that it was a place to be heard. Many years ago, I promised myself that if I could ever, for a single minute, have an opportunity or platform in this department and have a voice, I would do anything to be heard. I would be part of change for women and what they deserve so that they can thrive and succeed. My father, George, who is in the audience, with my stepmother, Louise, today, and family, has always told me to adhere to and follow two things: to make memories and to use my voice to support other women in the workplace however possible. I surprised him today in my voice on this big stage. I want you to know, Dad, I'm certainly making memories I will never forget, and I'm supporting every woman of every rank for as long as I possibly can, and then some. Let me paint a picture in your mind of why the fight to break barriers one step at a time is so important. Recently, I felt it was necessary to treat myself to a new car. It's always nice to treat yourself once in a while, right? Well, my big purchase was a new two-door Bronco. My dream car would have 35-inch tires, an upgraded engine. You name it, I wanted it. I set a goal for myself, and I followed through with a nice truck I could call mine. It only took 1.5 years to receive the Bronco off the assembly line, but what my coworkers would call imaginary truck finally arrived. Now, on the back of my Bronco is a spare tire, and placed on the tire for protection is a tire cover. Knowing the boys at the command would drool at how nice the truck is, little did they know I had a tiny something to make it customized to me. The tire cover displays a beautiful Wonder Woman logo, loud and proud on the rear of the truck. Wonder Woman, universally recognized for her commitment to equality, strength, and fairness. Now, I must tell you what my favorite Wonder Woman quote is, and that is this: "I will fight for those who cannot fight for themselves." While the easy thing is walking away and ignoring a problem, sometimes we need to fight for those who cannot fight for themselves in the face of overwhelming odds. We all need to be like Wonder Woman. Choose to be brave, choose to lead, choose to walk towards your purpose, no matter how daunting. Will the active members of the Women's Institute please stand up at this time? It has been a true honor and privilege to stand up here in front of you, celebrating our achievements along the way, and I look forward to the adventures ahead. This is far from over. We must continue to break down barriers and challenge pushback and resistance we receive when it comes our way. Make your voices heard, ladies. Never underestimate the power of our collective voices. Together, we can pave the way for ourselves, our sisters, our daughters, our nieces, and for all women. I want to leave you with one last piece of advice. Please do not forget about the gift of compassion and stay true to yourself when moving along in your career. Anyone can learn defensive tactics at any time or the other things that you need to be a successful member of the service. But it's the human qualities such as compassion and resilience that will make you successful and fulfilled. We must uplift each other and help each other because that's where we will reap the true benefits. I know that no matter what happens or what changes have been implemented or seen to fruition, I have already been rewarded, and I could find happiness knowing I have made 100 new friends to lean on, and that is something I will cherish forever. So thank you for supporting me and giving me this day I will never forget. You are all Wonder Women to me. Congratulations to the pioneers of the Women's Institute, and we hope that we've inspired all of you. Thank you very much.
Once again, congratulations to all of our Women Institute graduates. Our next awards are for the members receiving the Certificate of Completion for the Path to Mentorship Program. Receiving a Certificate of Completion are Senior Police Administrative Aide Lisa Aird, Investigator Irving Dennis, Senior Police Administrative Aide Marisol Feliberti, Principal Administrative Associate, Level 2, Russell Lane. Senior Police Administrative Aide, Quincy Luckett. Police Administrative Aide, Joshua Paquette. Admin Management Auditor, Dimitu Rana Singh. Principal Administrative Associate, Athena Cease. Senior Police Administrative Aide, Taraja Stone. Police Officer Sharifa Abdullah. Police Officer Taylor Bastian. Police Officer Mario Beluomo. Police Officer Danielle Biagini. Police Officer Daniel Calix. Police Officer Paul Campbell. Detective Frank Caruso. Police Officer Kite Chen. Police Officer Marlon Colon. Police Officer Amanda Ibrahim. Police Officer Naketa Ferguson. Police Officer Antoinette Jennings. Police Officer Jonathan Jimenez. Detective Adrian Johnson. Police Officer Jordan Joseph. Police Officer Sherlyn Junius. Police Officer M.D. Care. Police Officer Franklin Laya. Police Officer Natalie Lamarche. Police Officer Estefany Peralta. Police Officer Taisha McLeod. Police Officer Joseph Navarrete. Police Officer Abibur Rahman. Police Officer Helen Ramirez. Police Officer Bajpal Ramlankan. Police Officer Heather Rodriguez. Detective Alex Schneider. Detective Nadia Thomas. Detective Arthur Sui. Police Officer Virginia Bales. Police Officer Aisha Walker. Detective Ronnie Wilkerson. Police Officer Dominique Wright. Police Officer Freda Yaboa. Sergeant Arvid Flores. Sergeant Albertina Gloragil. Sergeant Jason Guzman. Sergeant Shalice Hurley. Sergeant Ziramata Medina. Sergeant Omar Perez. Sergeant Howard Roth. Sergeant Katrina Simmons. Lieutenant Stephen Conforti. Captain Rebecca Bucafser Tavares. Captain Richard Porto. Deputy Inspector Tara Calabro. Deputy Inspector Ralph Clement. Police Officer Nova Lewis. Lieutenant Jose Caraballo. And from our dais, we have Inspector Raymond Porteous. Chief of Internal Affairs, Miguel Iglesias. This year, 6 civilian members of the service and 3 uniformed members of the service are graduating from both the Women's Institute program as well as the Path to Mentorship program. The following members are approaching the lectern to receive their certificates. Computer Systems Manager Olga Boutros. Director Anne-Marie Emick. Principal Administrative Associate Maritza Flood. Administrative Staff Analyst Kimberly Manson. Principal Administrative Associate Karen Phelps. Crime Analyst Nancy Samaru. Police Officer Ebony Donaldson. Police Officer Stephanie Martinez. And Sergeant Jenny Alonzo. Congratulations. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce one of our valedictorians for the Mentorship Program, Police Officer Nova Lewis.
Good morning to our executive leadership on stage and to all. I'll begin by first thanking Commissioner Garcia for her leadership, vision, and passion for excellence. Also a sincere thank you to Ms. Billups, Lieutenant Ayala, Sergeant Chowdhury, and Commissioner Garcia's entire talented, dedicated, hardworking team at the Office of Equity and Inclusion for making today the first graduating class for the Path to Mentorship Program a reality. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, can all of my fellow mentees and mentors please stand? It's an absolute honor to be recognized and selected by you as a valedictorian, but I am happy to share this moment with all of you. My sincere thanks and congratulations. You may be seated. The past 9 months have been nothing short of extraordinary. We were offered such great opportunities to connect and foster good working relationships. We met and engaged with some of our executive leaders on a personal level: Chief of the Department, Chief Madry, Chief of Training, Chief Obey, Chief of Internal Affairs, Chief Iglesias here on stage, and a host of speakers sharing their skill sets and expertise with us. We participated in various workshops. For example, team building, tools to help us find our strengths, leadership within the NYPD, time management and strategic planning, resume building, advancing our careers, scholarships and educational opportunities, and wellness in our workplace. Cheering and motivating us every step of the way was, of course, our Commissioner Garcia and her amazing team. I'll take this opportunity to acknowledge my commanding officer, Captain David Pagoli, who's not here with us, Lieutenant Carabala, the absolute best lieutenant, and also my fellow valedictorian, and Inspector Rhonda O'Reilly-Bovell for their exceptional leadership and commitment to excellence. Here with me today are 3 very special individuals who I'm lucky and blessed to call friends, as well as mentorship. I call them in the good times, the bad times, up and downs. Miss Yvonne Purdy, Over 30 years of service to John Jay College of Criminal Justice, the Director of Undergrad Student Services. Can you please give us a nice wave wherever you are, Ms. Purdy? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Retired first grade detective Dennis Jones, 25 years of service with the NYPD. Can you please? And to Mr. Vincent Green, 30 years of the Department of Investigations, the current Director of Integrity Investigations for CUNY, my past ethics professor. I'll never forget, in 2016, I was finishing up a master's program. It was a very challenging time for me, and I remember turning in my last paper, my last assignment, and you noted this on my paper. I quote, "Please do not ever stop applying yourself. I have no doubt that you are capable of great things. Do not rob society by doing nothing." Grade A. Today, sir, I hope I made you proud. Responsibility comes with every upgrade. To my graduating class, therefore, I urge you all, pray as if everything depends on God. Work as if everything depends on you. Thank you for the privilege of your time. Carpe diem. Every day. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce our next valedictorian, Lieutenant Jose Caraballo.
No pressure. All right. Good morning to the women of the Women's Institute and my fellow members of the Path to Mentorship Program. It is an honor to be here. First off, I want to give my thanks to Deputy Commissioner Wendy Garcia and his staff at the Office of Equity and Inclusion for the amazing work they've done with both the Women's Institute and the Path to Mentorship. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. So it's an honor to be selected as the first valedictorian amongst my peers, amongst the mentors of the mentorship cohort. So I asked myself that question, what is a mentor? So the first thing I do is I pull out my smartphone and I say, the University of Google, right? University of Google gave me this definition. A mentor is a person who can support, counsel, and guide you. They typically take the time to get to know you, the challenges you are facing, and then use their understanding and personal experience to help you improve. Now for a follow-up question. Who can be a mentor? A mentor could be your mother, your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your best friend. Pretty much anyone in this room can be a mentor. In a lifetime, some people may come across many mentors, others may just have a few. For myself, I only had two. My second mentor was my true mentor in the NYPD, retired NYPD Lieutenant Marlon Rowe, my youth. We were both police officers when he guided me during my career in the 5-2 precinct, teaching me the importance of thinking critically, slowing jobs down, and always remembering why we've taken this vocation of law enforcement. He advised me that early on that I have to create and drink my own Kool-Aid, which is Bustelo flavored, by the way. A lot of people tend to say, oh, Kool-Aid is like a negative connotation, but no, you want to turn it positive. That Kool-Aid, he said, was to motivate me every day, sort of like our purpose, and not to lose track of it no matter how challenging we all know this job can be. I caught myself utilizing the same exact formula and the notion of Kool-Aid Roe used with me with my mentee, Officer Jimenez. Whenever Jonathan texts me telling me it's an endless overtime he's working down in Times Square, or any questions about patrol, or any arrest paperwork, I always catch flashbacks of when I was in the police car with my old partner, asking the same questions. Just like what Roe did with me, because this mentorship program gave me and paired me with Jonathan. And so I'm able to give him the same positive reinforcement that was given to me. That was a reminder to slow down when necessary and to remember his purpose. I am thankful to my second mentor by not stymieing my desire to grow and learn and become one of the best police officers I could ever be, but it also allows me to do the same and push Officer Jimenez to do the same thing, as well as all my police recruits at the police academy. Now, what is this career and this life without challenges? These past 9 months, I would have to say, have been the most challenging of my personal life. This is because around the same time the Path to Mentorship Program launched, I lost my first mentor, my best friend, and my father to cancer in September. My father was very outspoken and a charismatic Cuban who exemplified the definition of hard work. I can always remember him always having more than one job in order to provide for my family and putting our family first. My father instilled in me the intense drive and hard work ethic I have today. Instead of calling Sergeant Chowdhury up and telling him, hey, Sarge, listen, I don't think I'm going to be able to participate in a program, I decided to take on the challenge and responsibility of being a mentor in the path to mentorship. I asked myself, what would my dad want me to do? What would he tell me to do? His guidance was something I've always gone to rely on, because my father oftentimes forced me to look in the mirror and ask myself two questions. Am I getting the most out of my life, and am I living my purpose? Constantly preaching to me that I have limitless potential. I said, what better way to honor him and continue to live my purpose by taking his mentoring spirit with me on his path to mentorship journey? Something dawned on me when I was thinking about this upcoming mentorship event with all you guys, and I recalled when I take my father to work to the police academy. It was kind of like a take your parent instead of take your kid to work day. From the afternoon muster inspections to the push-ups on the muster deck to my discussions about patrol with the recruits in the classroom and ending the evening running with the recruits out on the track for their PT session. My father had no idea what it was that I did at work, and he was as exhausted as the recruits at the day end. At the end of the evening, my father told me he wished he had been born in this country and that he could have made more of an impact in society, like what he sees me serving up my Kool-Aid to the recruits. I told my father, whether you believe it or not, Dad, you're already making an impact in society through me and the people I've helped out on patrol and continue to do so in my assignment in the police academy with my recruits and my mentee. Upon losing my father, I came to realize not only he was just my number one critic, but he was actually my number one fan and supporter, always being there for me throughout every important life and career event I've had. I share this recognition and award with him today because I would not be who I am without him. It would have been nice to have him here, but I know he's probably watching me from up there. I believe it's every mentor's job to be their mentee's number one fan, advising them that this career of law enforcement is indeed a unique one. This Path to Mentorship program, I believe, has allowed many of the mentees to grow in learning much from their mentors and to help them succeed throughout their careers. The path laid by every mentor in this room will ensure the elevation of every mentee, example as Ms. Lewis, Officer Jimenez, Officer Chen. It will turn every single one of these mentees into future mentors themselves, ensuring that the road to the path to mentorship is being built has a strong foundation that will continue to extend with no end in sight. I hope this Path to Mentorship program continues as I challenge everyone in this room to become a mentor. Go back to their respective commands, units, to find one member of the service, uniformed or civilian, who would like to be a mentee. Ultimately, what this program has shown me is that our mentees may encounter countless vigors and challenges, but it's our job as mentors to remind them to never limit their challenges, but to challenge their limits. When they do this, they will truly unleash their limitless potential. Thank you again for all this honor, and have a good day. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations to all of our graduates today. Would everyone please rise for the benediction by Police Department Chaplain, Reverend Dr. Barbara Williams Harris.
Father, again, we thank you for this time of completion, but we thank you for the new beginning. Thank you for the mentees, the mentors. Thank you for all of those that have gone through the two separate programs and those that did it together. We ask you to bless every group that has found new friends, new people that I can call in the middle of the night, and they will hear me and they won't tell anybody else. Thank you for the blessings of friendship, of network, and of love. We thank you for everyone again that has put this program together, all that have brought it together, all that worked, all that said, I don't know if I can do it, but they stayed the course. Bless them all. Bless every family member as they look on to be so proud of the work that has been completed here today. But this completion only means that it's the beginning of something new. Bless us all, bless our families, bless our loved ones, bless our country, our state, and our city. And God bless the NYPD. In your name we pray, amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude, I'd like to invite everyone here to join us in the singing of God Bless America, which will be led by Police Officer Heather Austin.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you, Officer Austin. On behalf of Deputy Commissioner Garcia and our executive staff, thank you all for attending our graduation ceremony today. Please have a pleasant